Yo, what is up, Raidernation? It's your boy Samori back at it again with another video, and another week means another pre-game preview. And on today's video, I'm going to be previewing our Las Vegas Raiders versus the LA Android Chargers this week at SoFi Stadium in front of the millions and millions of fans watching at home, because we're going to be in front of the bright lights on prime time, live on Monday Night Football. So it's going to go down between two AFC West rivals. It's crazy because this is going to be one of the most important games for the Raiders to win. You know, scratch all the games that we just won. We have got to go into this game. This is a divisional matchup. This is a Chargers team that's coming off of a huge victory against the Kansas City Chiefs. So we got to bring our A game if we want to win this game. Now, we do have a couple of former Chargers on the squad. You know, we got Denzel Perryman, Casey Hayward. Heck, we even got their former defensive coordinator and Gus Bradley this week. So I hope they all go out there and show out in this week's matchup. But before I get started with the video, if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders and you want daily Raider content, then look no further. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. With that being said, let's get started with the video. Cue the intro.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Now y'all know we cannot start any pre-game preview without giving you guys some nation news that you can use. First up, I want to give a huge shout out to our quarterback Derek Carr for becoming the AFC Player of the Month. In his first 3 games, he leads the league in passing with 1,203 yards, has 6 touchdowns, 101.4 passer rating, and a 64.7 completion percentage. Ooh, that's some big numbers, and y'all already know I'm not a mathematician by any means. Now, he did go on to say in his press conference, I believe yesterday, that this is gonna feel like a home game, because it is a home game, and he's not even trying to throw any disrespect. It's just a fact.
In my past, before playing in SoFi last year with no fans, whether it was in Los Angeles at that soccer stadium or in Qualcomm in San Diego, it was another home game. You always looked at it as another home game, and that's no disrespect, it's just a fact.
And to be honest, he's not lying. You know, we run LA, and you know that the Raider fans are gonna show up in SoCal this weekend, and you know SoFi is gonna be filled with black. If you guys are gonna be in LA this week at SoFi Stadium, man, let your boy know down in the comments below. I would love to meet you guys if I'm able to go there. Running back Jalen Richard is designated to return off of IR. The team has 21 days to decide if they either want to activate him to the 53-man roster or revert him back to the IR. Now, this would be some good news for the Raiders if he's able to come back to the team this week. You already know that we waived Trey Regis, brought him back to the practice squad. So I believe the only reason why we did that is because we know that Jalen Richard is going to be coming off of IR, returning to the main roster. Now, speaking of running backs, our main running back, Josh Jacobs, returned to practice yesterday and is planning to play this week versus the Chargers, which is some good news as well. You know, if we could get 2 of our main backs back onto the roster, I know we still have Keenan and Peyton Barber, but Josh Jacobs is a huge asset to this team. And you could tell in these first 3 games that we really miss Josh Jacobs. Well, he played in the first game, but these last 2 games, I believe so. We did miss that running game, and that I believe that's what Josh Jacobs provides for us on the offense, especially on those short yardage plays when we need a first down with 1 yard to go. Josh Jacobs is that guy that you call. And I know that DC in his press conference said that he was unsure whether Josh Jacobs was going to come back or not, because he said, you know, he was out there, but you don't know if he's fully back or not.
With Josh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, he was out there, but is he full? Can he run? All that kind of stuff. I don't know. Well, hopefully we'll see. But we've been hoping for a couple weeks now, and with that, you wish him the best, but we're just ready to play football, whether he's there or not.
Now, to be honest, I think my boy Derek Carr is capping at this situation. I don't think that they want to let people know that Josh Jacobs is going to play, but we all know that he's going to play this week. Come on now. We're playing against the Chargers, and you know Josh Jacobs always has a field day against his team. So our undefeated 3-0 Las Vegas Raiders are heading back to their home, away from home, Los Angeles, California, to go toe-to-toe with the LA Chargers, who are coming off of a huge victory against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this is not just any other game. This is a divisional matchup with 2 AFC West rivals on Monday Night Football in front of the millions and millions of Raider fans watching at home and the 12 Charger fans watching at SoFi Stadium. The Raiders, led by AFC Player of the Month, Derek Carr, will have to start this game off strong, utilizing the variety of weapons that he has at his disposal. They will also have to get this run game going early. Last week, the run game started off slow, but finally came alive late in the game behind Peyton Barber. Herbert. So if we can build on that this week, especially with getting Josh Jacobs back, then we'll be in a good position to win this game. But it won't be easy against the stingy Chargers defense, who came away with 2 interceptions versus Patrick Mahomes last week. Justin Herbert is also starting to come into his own this season. With the emergence of wide receiver Mike Williams and the other reliable targets in Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler, the Raiders secondary will definitely be put to the test. We have been able to put up a fight in each and every one of these games so far, no matter how much we get overlooked. And going into this week's 4 matchup, a lot of people are still doubting us to come out with the W. So we'll have to go out there and do what we do best, and that's just winning, baby, by any means.
Then after you have great coaches, you get great players, you have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Now for your matchup of the game, I got Keenan Allen versus our newly acquired veteran cornerback, Casey Hayward. Now this will be a fun matchup to watch, especially against 2 former teammates. Like I said before, even with the recent emergence of wide receiver Mike Williams, Keenan Allen is still the Chargers' #1 and most reliable wide receiver. In 3 games, Allen has been able to come down with 21 receptions for 258 yards and a touchdown. On the other hand, Casey Hayward has been one of the bright spots on the Raiders defense, reuniting with his former defensive coordinator, Gus Bradley. Also, according to PFF, Casey Hayward is amongst the top cornerbacks in the NFL in coverage. And in last week's matchup versus the Dolphins, he made a huge play to change the momentum of the game with a safety. Hayward has been able to hold up his own so far in these first couple of matchups, especially against some of these young, solid wide receivers out there like Chase Claypool and even Jalen Waddle. But we'll see how he does this week against his former teammate and Keenan Allen.
Knock on wood if you have that message, please. And we're here to help you.
Now I do got 5 players that you guys could keep an eye on in this week's matchup. Now the first name on my list is running back Josh Jacobs. First up, because I'm gonna see if he's gonna even play in this game, and if he does play in this game, man, I'm gonna see how well he plays out there. I mean, he's always had a good game against the LA Chargers, so I'm gonna be watching him out there, especially in this run game that has been non-existent for these past 2 weeks. And we are an offense that predicates off of that running game, and if Josh Jacobs can bring that energy on the field, man, we'll be in good hands like Allstate Insurance. So with that being said, Josh Jacobs is the first player I'm going to be watching in this week's game. Player number 2 is wide receiver Bryan Edwards, aka Mr. Clutch. Now, Bryan Edwards has come down with some of the most clutchest catches that we've seen so far this season. Now, I know that I've been hyping up Henry Ruggs each and every week, so this week I do want to change it up a bit, and hopefully Derek Carr can find this dude Bryan Edwards a bit earlier in the game, and hopefully Edwards can come down with a lot of huge catches, especially against the stingy Chargers secondary. It'll help us out a lot. Player number 3 is cornerback Trayvon Mullen. Now, just like I said about Casey Hayward, he's going to have a tough task against Keenan Allen. I'm pretty sure Trayvon Mullen is going to be matched up with Mike Williams, who has been having a huge season so far. So I'm going to be looking out for Trayvon Mullen to have some big pass deflections out there, some big plays against Mike Williams. It's not going to be easy, but I know Trayvon Mullen can hold up his own. Last week, he had some huge pass breakups later in the game. I know he gave up some big plays as well, but for the most part, I definitely want to see how Trayvon Mullen fares against a big wide receiver like Mike Williams. Now, for the last 2 players to watch in this segment is going to be some Charger players for us to keep an eye on in this game. The first name being quarterback Justin Herbert. Now, I know that he came into his own last year, but coming into this year, they have a lot of expectations for this quarterback, and he's starting to come into his own. So far this season, he's put together 956 yards passing, has 6 touchdowns and 3 interceptions with a 97.9 QB rating. Justin Herbert is not going to be an easy quarterback to go up against. Now, last week, Jacoby Brissett was able to do what he needed to do out there, especially with his legs, and you think about a better, more accurate quarterback in Justin Herbert, it's going to be much more of a test for our secondary. So we cannot let Justin Herbert do whatever he wants out there on the field. So this defensive line has got to get to Justin Herbert a bit, at least get some pressure onto him to shake him up a bit, and we do have Yannick Ngakoue and Mad Max Crosby out there. So Justin Herbert will definitely be a guy for us to look out for. And last but not least, number 5 is running back Austin Eckler. Now, this is a dual threat running back, mostly known for his pass catching in the backfield. So I know our defense has been doing good against a lot of these running backs backs, but to see a dual threat running back like Austin Ekeler on the field, I mean, he could run on the ground or even catch the ball out of the backfield, make some big plays. So we're going to have to neutralize him in this game as well. Our defensive line has got to come through. Our run defense has got to come through. And I know he's a bit of a fast running back in the backfield. So we're going to have to hit him oftenly and hit him hard. Pause. So far in 3 games, Austin Ekeler has rushed 35 times for 166 yards and a touchdown, also adding 15 receptions for 113 yards for 1 touchdown as well. So like I said, this is a divisional matchup and it's not going to be an easy one for this team. Our defense has got to go out there and show out, but we got to be consistent from start to finish. It's not going to be easy, Raider Nation, but I do believe that our Raiders are going to come away with this W, especially going to be playing in front of their fans, you know, in LA. This is a home away from home game. I'm going to be looking forward to this game. So with that being said, if you guys have a game score prediction for this game or even have a player to watch in this game that I did not name, let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this pre-game preview. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button. It does a lot for this channel. And if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders and want daily Raider content, then look no further. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. If you're gonna be in LA, man, let your boy know down in the comments below as well. With that being said, this your boy Small Raider, and your boy is, yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win.